Holy crap! You are creepy as sh**.
Of a once powerful note. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is all that remains of a once powerful note. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. One. Two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One. Two. Two. Three. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One.
Oh shit, my mic was on the entire time. Oh damn.
One. Two.
Anyway, welcome everyone.
One.
Hello, Rosa, Lindsay, Laz, Hoodquest.
Two.
And it's everybody. We're back with Esoteric Ebb today.
Three.
Right at the end of the song, right at the end of the ad break. Just play a little one controller, that's right. Now, I'm going to try to do voices for the, at least the inner parts. Will I remember them? Probably not. Even as a DM, I'm bad at remembering voices. They're after the chicken. Alrighty, what was I doing? This. Much more quill and paper. Tiny dictator. Advantage against bureaucrats. It's actually a really good idea. So you say that's an accessory? Do I need the accessory slot? Now I'm smart. Alright, so at the bottom, coins. Yeah, I don't think controller's gonna work as well as keyboard and mouse, to be honest. So let's look at the other books. Alexandro. This was the first book placed in your hands as an Earthfolk recruit. Open it. Look inside. It's an old, worn copy of that same text. Musings about the divine era of great walking gods. Walking god, the term used to describe the divine avatars who rose and fell at around the divine era. Most major religions of the coast today are built around these figures, and their influence can be felt everywhere. Earth was the last known walking god when he faded 27 years ago. A history lesson morphing into a series of guidelines on modern leaders as a response to the drawn-out coast war. To return to the old. The proven, the organized, the divine. Although written from the perspective of not faith nor service to the holy, rather that of service to the state. Modern theocratic vision. I need to move like shrimp and leaning away from a mic. Modern theocratic vision. The nation is an entity not bound to the protection and lifetime of its God. Instead, the nation-state will survive on unifying cultural traits passed down from that God to his people. This, Alexandra writes, will fasten them into the earth, creating firm surroundings for their state to exist beyond any others. Alexander, someone your patriarch quotes a lot. His ideas modernize theocracies, reviving them towards the end of the arcane era. Later chapters go on to describe the dream of Millennium Empire, its grand plan. A nation to survive the passing of eras. Chaos of democracy. A collection of ideas he gathers in this dream, an ideology structured around order without the weakness of monarchy, the chaos of democracy, or the esoteric dependence of hagiocracy. Democracy, said to her, wait, what's intelligence? What would be a good intelligence voice? I can't do like a nerd voice. Democracy, I can't even say it. Said to originate from early arcane era civilizations and old Diminiar. It is the rule of majority. Those with suffrage may vote to enable their preferred government. A truly messy and ineffective process. The Millennium Empire, the fascist ideal. Fascist, a follower of fascism. Fascism, an ideology born during the Coast War, formed out of Alexandra's dream of a long-lasting empire, born out of the falling theocracies of Greece. Dangerous ideas. Fascism has led many cities astray and reads. Whatever your thoughts are, this book is used to reshape the city. You know how well effective it is. Experience. I'm just gonna go through this. This is the book and the stomach. It's crazy old text. Same as always, the book begins with a tirade about property ownership. Then on the 5th page, you find diagrams showing how to ritualistically summon a demon. Demon, chaotic, evil fiend. They are mostly bloodthirsty monsters. Do like a Pokedex. Demon, chaotic, evil fiend. They are mostly bloodthirsty monsters and rage-crazed barbarians fallen out of Akshi. Some far more civilized spawn of their more civilized spawn do reign in the cities and realms surrounding the endless maw. 8 bands on the coast, either growing maw or into the air in a vessel. It's a hell of a juxtaposition. On purpose, supposedly. The rest of the series, extreme messages and topics of hedonism, rejection of statehood, free association, maximizing sensation, direct democracy, and reciprocal exchange. Paints up an image of an ideal world where all can live without strife, simply through the cooperation and love of all things. Made illegal in many cities after its release in 466 AE, this rambling text has survived for one reason or another. It is the thing that makes you feel good. The text of truth. Page 52, you remember it well. It has pictures. Tiny scribbling, something akin to stick figures, position of areas, and wrapped in unities. Remember the words well, the guide on how to make ultimate sensations of flesh. Remember it well. You will need it one day. Close the book. Put the book away. Reading feels like this. Only darken your mind. That's what the experience. Here's how first tournament came out 2 years ago. The guards were out shield boarded. Probably not true. Probably. Easy enough to get some experience. You take a step. I guess it's still the strength voice. You take a step into the cramped office, standing in front of a sleeping halfling. This is a scholar. Curse the gods. Go investigate his book collection before waking up. Already did that. Did I? That was a dream patch. Well, that's a pixie has incorporated into the sticky patch we use to recover 3rd level spell slots. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's mess with Luigi. Good forenoon, citizen. Oh, he mutters and widens his bushy eyes. His confused gaze focuses on you. Life is pain. What? Terrible, terrible pain. Oh, he mutters and rubs his face. He's pretty old and tired. Are you? Looks to you with his weary expression, then he rubs his nose and sniffs twice. Are you here for the invoice? A quick glance to Snell. His words come out in a stilted halfling accent. What? The invoice. Should I have an invoice? No. No? No? Oh. Oh, hold on. Or I paid that invoice. You're here for something different. He leans in, facing Snell. But Queen Goblin has no quarrel with this old scholar. Elf just pop. Nah, we're on city business. I'm exploring random buildings, and yours was unlocked. That's not... So you are a trespasser of benevolent intent. I guess that's not too far off. Curiosity is absolutely vital for keeping the old brain in motion, so I commend you, Cleric. And you as well, my goblin friend. He looks around, grunting. Can either of you some fucking water, or... No thank you, your companion replies quickly. Your scholar Appledipped, right? Me? Yes. I'm Snurr Appledipped, Bowser said in the chair. Scholar of Ford Nip University. Dedicated service to the progress of AIDS. What exactly do you do? Many things. Primarily, my expertise lands on the topic of alignment, and its many historical and contemporary applications. Some bullshit, I will tell you. These days, I mostly deal with other forms of study. Specifically, I run this office here on the experimental technique of psychoanalysis. What kind of magic is that? No magic at all, although there has been some detect thoughts involved at some points in the development. There's a form of mind healing, as they call it. I'll be one to call it support instead. It's essentially the idea that the mental present is shaped by the mental past, and that through dialogue, our unreleased unconscious ghosts can be vanquished. So it's talking about feelings? I know, truly horrifying. A friend of mine once told me this joke, and I apologize if it's too vulgar for your taste, but it still does the words to his little chortles. Listen to the joke. Right. Cleric, an arcanist, and a rogue delve into the lair of a succubus. Station, also very minor proliferability. The fiend defeats all 3 men, throwing them in her dungeon. Busher grows to fancy them, so she offers them a choice. For each man who can successfully satisfy her, she will let that man go. Otherwise, speaks of the little Fitzwell, she ends them, so to say. It's going to be a long tale. You actually haven't heard this one. If it is sacrilegious, you'll have to beat the gnome. What a rambunctious tale. Do go on. So the 3 adventurers debate in which order to go. Eventually, the rogue and Arcanist decide the cleric should go first, as he is a virgin and will least likely to increase their standards. Rubs his eyes and listens to the joke. The cleric, being divine and so on, prays to his god and goes to the fiend's bedchambers. He comes out 10 minutes later, completely unharmed, and gives a thumbs up to his two friends, who of course both feel a great sense of relief. The Arcanist goes in next, confident and arrogant. If the cleric could do it, the fiend must be easy. Within minutes, his bones roll out of the bedchamber entrance, men having been incinerated by hellish flames. The rogue is horrified, but realizes, obviously, the Arcanist overestimated his abilities, so he carefully enters the bedchamber, ready to put every ounce of effort into it. Less than a minute later, screams erupt from the bedchamber, and the rogue's lifeless corpse falls out of the entrance. The cleric prays for the souls of his comrades and gathers the remains for burial. Selected steps out, smoking a cigarette. She tells the cleric, your friends were truly terrible. They were just fumbling around down there. At least you managed to touch it a little. To which the cleric responds, you're truly an awful creature, and I will pray for your presence to be exercised from the plane of existence every day until the day I die. Then before he walks away, the cleric also adds, but I did heal that horrible wound you had between your legs. Hopefully that makes... Wow. It's like this of wind through his nose. Make it funny. Daphne chortles loudly. My kind of humor, you might say. In short, you can view the succubus as an evil in the world, which religious fervor would pray to repair. However, such reparation would often lead to a not-so-optimal path. Or most simply, you could say it's basic allegory for alignment itself. The cleric went well for all intents, but his actions cost the lives of both his comrades. Is that evil? Or is he good? And so on. Either way, psychoanalysis. Yes, that's what we were talking about. It's about your feelings, thoughts, memories, choices you've made, things that have happened to you. They can bog you down, so to say, and the goal in my clinical practice is to root that out in my patients' minds, help make them aware of repressed negative baggage, if you will. Someone can move forward, speedily. Sounds like removing a curse of the mind. In a metaphorical sense, yes. Further exploring the dream of animus. Something to do with masculinity and femininity based on Spittek's ideas. Explore men and women. Poor phrasing, but yes. Beyond that, I also focus a lot on my own unverified theories. Slaps his knees and grins. The folk spirit, have you heard of it? I have not. Understandable, it's not yet published. Folk spirit is the working title for my new thesis. Most of it is, if you excuse my honoring, fucking bullshit. But in short, it's about how each folk share a number of core communal archetypes, or myths. I have traveled around the coast to collect as many tales, writing down thousands of stories previously only passed down orally. All to see how well my theory holds up in the minds of so many folk. Goes to Stoat and leans back in his chair. As I'm ranting. Put a stop to it. What do you want, cleric? What is love? You're an expert in alignment, huh? Somewhat. I wrote my masterpiece on the subject. I should account for somewhat of an understanding in the subject, but not enough. Never enough. Just ask what any of this means. There are theories. Some say it's the god, some say it's Yor himself, who controls the perimeters of this world of his. Some believe it's simply inscribed into the universe, an absolute law. What do you think? I don't know if I had to guess. I would say it is something overlapping between worlds. Most of us do not believe Yor, from all I've read, to be smart enough to make up a system as complicated as this of his own. Did you change your alignment? Of course, any creature is capable of leading in the axis depending on their day-to-day actions. So devils are just lazy then? A bit more complicated than that. Look, like all things, it's messy. Let's say you're lawful evil, okay? Find that being labeled as evil is bad for your business, or your work prospects, as one might. So you choose to donate a large sum of money to a charity that will inevitably help thousands. Might even save some lives with those spent coins. In this case, you performed an objectively good, selfless action for evil, selfish reasons. So what happens next? Nothing. You remain lawful evil. Let's change the parameters. Said you're a lawful evil man who genuinely wishes to repent, to pay for the many evil things you've done in your life before. This man performs a selfless action with the intentions of selflessness, then all of a sudden it will begin a shift in his alignment. Intention is all that matters? Yes. This fact has obviously been studied for centuries. It's aptly named alignment intent studies. Yeah, a large sum of very mentally unwell people, mostly from local prisons and post-war reads, truly believed in a very different worldview than most others. For example, this one man was certain that he had to kill his fellow man, or the world would end, one murder a week. An extreme delusion. However, any detection spells showed him to be neutral good, and he felt terrible about all the murders he had committed. He was not selfish. In fact, he was more selfless than most, willing to perform acts that horrified him in order to save us all. The objective outcome of his actions mattered no more than the outcomes of the actions of the person under a charm spell. Perform your alignment? No. All creatures are born true neutral. And all reported metrics show babies are unable to perform alignment shifts until the age of about 3 to 7, depending on the folk. But interestingly enough, it's shown that most people will only perform 1 or 2 alignment shifts in their entire lifetime. Just a couple of times during adolescence. After that, less than a tenth of folk will ever shift again. That is fairly substantially verified data as well. So essentially, despite having free will, folk will always lean towards the natural behavior over time. I've made my decision. I'm apolitical, you see. I want to be neutral good. That's not how it works, Cleric. You'd have to be incredibly deluded, I mean an absolute living in your old world, mentally unstable, in order to simply decide what your alignment were and actually get an outcome from it. But I suppose it can't hurt. Good luck being... Sorry, what did you choose again? I was, yes. Awful good, of course. Given to your bones at the pavement. Neutral. Neutral good. Yes. That's what keeps your innards from cramping at night. To know you're not a burden upon the world. Believe it. Intelligence. Structure with you on top, obviously. Yeah, no, neutral good. Right. Neutrally so. Good luck with that, Cleric. It's all in alignments. What is love? You know about the tea shop? Oh, horrific. Gestures wildly towards the rock wall. Shit started shaking. It was as if the red rock of Tulsa itself was cracking. For half a second or so. Anything about it? Rumors? You should not believe rumors, Cleric. But yes, I did hear some nasty stuff. Some people seem to think the owner did it himself, since he's missing. Some others think the city did it, since they printed a clear lie in the post. I've also heard people say the Asgulist are responsible since it was their hideout. It seems only just their vision is fair and even society, where those who live underneath rise up to show their worth. After all, why can't we share? Okay, I'm kind of feeling the Asgulist. Or the Free Striders did it for the same reason, blowing up Asgulist opposition and so on. What do you think happened? He shrugs violently. You were down here when it happened? Yes. I think I was asleep. The sound woke me. Check it out? No. Someone told me later what it was like. I have work to do here. That's all for now, citizen. we doing again? Apart from disturbing the peace? What do you want to know? Take the hint. So what's your position in all this? Why are you helping me out in this rough world of ours? On behalf of Lady Sageleaf, her will is for the streets of Tolstead not suddenly burst into flames in the middle of the day. It will be done, so to say. Any family. I'm a goblin. What do you think? Why would you care about goblin family structures? They didn't have their own culture. That was the point of their genocide. Their wife and kids? Nah, single for now. Trust me. This goblin ain't getting no offspring. Thank the gods for that. Yeah, fuck them kids. See, you're infertile. No, cleric, I'm not infertile. Prove it. Second guess, you're a eunuch. Nope, wrong again. Prove it. Not gonna do that. Actually, I'm not sure how I would even do that in a reasonable time frame. Why am I entertaining this? I see you're uncomfortable. Oh, stop asking. Why are you really here? My motives are not of interest, cleric. False. Motive is imperative in reaching into the heart of someone. Once you have shown yourself truthful and just, the goblin will reveal his secrets. That you swear. Really? How surprising. I am a weird-looking cleric. I want to take the helmet off, but it won't let me. No, I will not. I have no idea what our current mission is. This journal is not very helpful. Oh, that was it, the son of Frank. Looking push this strange man dressed in yellow. Okay. Sorry, what were we doing? No. I regret what? What's happening? Yeah, no, bard tight. Can't see my own alignment? No. Climb the ladder. What's the plan, Cleric? In. No, but it wouldn't surprise me. Plus that it's full of tunnels, holes, pipes, so who knows? Storage mount. It's everywhere. This fire was intense. Arguably, this marks could possibly be caused by a regular fire of a wooden house. The stone masonry does not hold enough fuel to carry such flame unless the building were stacked to the brim with tinder. Okay. City notice, no trespassing. It then continues in fine writing. By the order of Coin Lord Darrow, the following premises are under city seizure under suspicion of criminal offense. Unlawful trespassing will be liable under 13 holster contempt. The law is the law. That's the pillar. Hug the pillar. At 20. That was a disadvantage. Close your eyes. You shape your mind into an arrow, shooting it out towards the esoteric force. Find the rhythm of George Rome and hear his voice. Return to form your palm. You've marked it with your spirit. Feel warm and deep. It goes deep down and far up. You're unsure, but you feel as there are more spots you need to investigate. Nice. Looking through the place of your blood. You understand plainly there's more to this pillar you need to investigate. In time, and further below. Come on, Snell. The duck. His face obscure, next strap to his back. Pickaxe, heavy. This is a real man, a hero. His armor no, what was it? His armor is empty. I have some questions, good night. His helmed head slumped downward slightly. Is he asleep? Are you okay, citizen? Hello? No scraping noise fills your ears. Now he's moving ever so slightly. Its head turns. Your name? Soldier. Dread. This is a great warrior. Treat him with respect. I'm ragged. That head slumps once again. Speak your mind, soldier. Whom do you serve? I serve, he says, trailing off. So he turns to look at you, the darkness from the helmet, seeming to reach out towards you. Grabbing hold of the very air, you feel everything growing cold. It served nothing. Where'd you get that cool armor? I think you're amazing, my good knight. You feel invalid next to this man. You must learn from his ways. Attempt to have a firm discussion about masculinity. He just sits there, ready for a good talk. Stare at him. I shift slightly as armor scraping against the rock. Breathe heavily. Pat turns to look at you through his helmet. Wait a bit longer. Soldier, your presence is unwanted. Present your query, then leave these hollowed grounds. Do you know magic? Yes. Can you teach me magic? No, Oh? I do not have time for that. Do you have any spell scrolls I could have? Inflict wounds? A spell with power. Memorize it. He did. He said, darkness to some focus on you. Memorize it. Put your time quick.
Huh?
You. Cleric here is a bit of a monster when it comes to magic, from what I understand. Bernard nods and lowers his head. Burned with respect. Good. Your ability to memorize spells instantly is an incredible talent. You should be impressed. Are you a cleric? I'm a warrior. How does one become a true warrior? He places an iron gauntlet upon his knee and leans forward. Whispering wheeze escapes the slit of his helmet. Serve. You said you serve nothing. Until the coast falls in on itself, until the Jor breaks the veil and every god rips and tears a reality in shreds. Serve well, serve loyally. That is what a true warrior does, no matter what. Right, thanks. Wait, who do you serve again? Biscuit. That is not the mortician? That was axe to the ground. Darkness creeps through the hall. Within you. Do not speak of that, soldier. Why? Is it secret? Not. The knight is now waiting for another question. Lucky you, he didn't kill you. Do you know about the tea shop? Not much. Oh, what do you know? He'll talk. Why? Not like you can threaten him exactly. Do you have any piece of info that would help me? Maybe a man dressed in yellow? Goes silent for a while. A man passed through the halls below. Civilians do not pass there. Past the crypt entrance, through the goblin's domain, into the southern caverns. That's the flip caverns where gravity is reversed, below the city ruins. This is great, thank you, my good knight. Did you see anything suspicious before the explosion? No. Got it. Where were you noon on the 21st? Below? Can you elaborate? The walls shook within the crypts. I was on patrol. I was not in position to perceive any misdemeanors. There are thousands of tombs and crypts scattered below the ancient metropolis. The city below is endless, and most of it stands unexplored to this day. Hey, what were you patrolling for? I have my purpose. As do you, soldier. Do not pry too deep. Are you threatening me? His iron hand on his knee, waiting for the next question. That is a firm yet gentle reminder that he can crush you in an instant. Well done. How do I open the gate down the stairs? I have the key. Oh, can I have it? No. You are too weak for that. Man is correct. You need to get back to your strength first. See below, it is darkness incarnate. Now tread without care. Who are you? The duck. Excuse me? I am the duck. That's wild. A man's name is not up to a debate. Horrifying. Quack, laugh. The knight does not respond. What's up with this mess? Without lifting his head, the knight answers in cold tone, unlike Shin. What are you voting for, my good knight? I'm actually apolitical. Isn't that interesting? But I'm gonna vote as Buddhism. The knight doesn't even move. He does not care for your political opinions. How manly. It stirs. His silence tells you nothing of life, nor the humanish experience. Other questions? Citizen? Yeah, 3d10. That is by far my best attack. A shard. Spirit ring of spell storing. That's pretty good, actually. One wisdom and one strength. See a bunch of scatter boxes and iron poles. The election is looming. You must defend the city. Cool. Cool. So, just like Harry Dubois, our guy is also a savant. Except instead of detective, it's magic. Lady Shamar, mountain lamp. Little woman's cape flutters as an icy wind rushes through the tilted rise. Our eyes are locked with yours. Greetings. Hello. Voice is emotionless and spoken from deep in her chest. The voice of a priestess. I am Shamar. I hail from the slopes of the mountain. Bows her head slowly. Which mountain? The mountain, stranger. I do not have much time to talk. What are you voting in the election? I am not a citizen of the city. Also, democracy is not something I approve of. She knows well how foolish it is. You don't want a voice? Why? She looks up at the sky. Men are weak. We speak too much, breed, and spread like an esoteric wave. Yet we do not have a view of the long term. Democracy depends on folk being informed. They are not. What if we inform them better? In a hypothetical scenario where folk could gain access to all information, they would still not be able to know what is true or not. Men are not built to make such important decisions en masse. We are lambs. We follow those greater beings. To answer your question, stranger, I would vote for whoever stopped this foolish democratic dream. A little better than any higher being. Once I am the supreme ruler, god, wizard of the city, I will do just that. Lofty ambitions for a mortal. Half of me is lofty, the rest is pure-blooded genius. You cannot be pure-blooded and half-breed at the same time. I wish you luck on your journey. You know about the tea shop? Nothing. I do not spend time in Unfolstead. I'm here on business today. I will leave soon. Alright. Well, I have some personal questions for you. I don't have time for your inquiry. Please, she says. So, later then. Sie does not cleric. Phone outreach does not cease. Never. Goodbye. When did you say I could speak to Daro? Post midnight. Can you grant me access to the tea shop? Why can't you see me before midnight? Either she does not know or cannot say. What should I do until I meet with him? Just hang around? The tea shop owner, she says, suddenly coming to life. Locate him. Do that, return at midnight. Good idea. Got it. Speak good human for an angel. Human is not a language. Yeah, oh yeah, I meant Norvikian. That is a dialect. Snell chuckles. The common tongue of man is called Diminorium. You speak good Diminorian then? I speak every tongue, cleric. It's not special. There's an eyebrow. Really? Even goblin? Tommy? Naktatu? Gabhar? Awesome. Good job, lady. Few goblins speak Goblin and Norvik after the integration efforts. Not integration, it was a genocide. The Goblin genocide. Got a balance on the political spectrum at the moment. I have one more spell. Yeah, thanks. So now in the corner you see a woman in a green coat. Oh, a woman. Am I gonna harass this one too? Its case, focus on the seascape rising across the river. Careful, clerics. Easy slip and fall here. He's right, elves have been quite the handful. Is this a damsel? Does she need your help? Greetings, citizen. She turns her head, the expression cold. Yes. Elves cannot be trusted. I am the cleric of Norvik. Breaks eye contact, once again facing the river. Rude. Call me Pinja. Turbitus. Pinja sounds like a slur. Like, straight up. One minute. What are you doing here? Waiting? Waiting for what? I have a friend in need of help. This sounds like a quest. I can help. Me, I do that. She shakes her head. No need, I've caused enough trouble as is. No, she has to give you this quest. Please, I want to help. The elf is quiet. Finds the elf. Scary primal overlords of the forest, rare in Norvik, that bet their hidden roots all over Asken. A little show of force, and you'll be able to get your hands on this quest. You feel a surge of confidence. There's only one way to make her give you this quest. Prove her heroic qualities. You know who I am? I'm the man that'll save the world one day. Friend needs help, I'm the guy to do it. Here's you for a while, taking you in. A little smile. Success! What is the quest, my fair lady? She looks away once more. There's a paladin, Lord Gorham. Lord Gorham of Norvik. The last anointed paladin of Earth. One of the original faces of the party of Norvik, he went missing months ago, so many believe he has abandoned his post. Is he in trouble? He is city paladin. Is close. The elf speaks in riddles, very dramatic. I cannot say much, but I have just one more chance. If you can find him, tell him. I never introduced myself, did I? Tell him sincerely with all my heart. Go fuck himself. The drama. Wow. She knows you too well. Gorham is not her friend. He's not the one in danger. Who's your friend then? She is fascinating, so secret. Where can I find him? The she-elf doesn't know. The only anything that would help me on this quest. Leaning forward, she whispers one thing. Lord Gorham might be lost. She smiles. You do not have to be. Looks over to the clouds where the pillar disappears into the blue. There is yet hope for all of us. I will find him, my lady. Thank you. Quest acquired. Well done. What do you know about the tea shop? Sad what happened. Tea shops are sacred. The elf does not even appear to listen to you. She nods and murmurs, "Here to look into the tea shop?" More or less, yes. What do you think happened? Rogue spellcaster. She with piercing eyes. Thank you for your service. It's my duty, nothing else. Talk to the lady. This woman is not one you can help, not now. How are you connected with the missing paladin? She shakes her head slowly. Speak with dead would give you better answers than this. Can't talk about that? She nods. Bow your head and leave. Great emotional well beside each turn to leave. Tears. Tears for her and her friend. Cleric, you okay? It's just a lot. Yeah, sure, I get you. This journey will take too much. Did I miss something? You're supposed to find a guy and tell him to go fuck himself. Be in bed but can't sleep. I'm sorry you can't sleep. But I'm happy you can hang out. Oh, I didn't know you could use WASD to move. You can click it. What? No. Oh, it's lots of the mortician. It seems like the duct worked for him. Also gotta go hug the pillar other places. This World D&D edition. Honestly, I'm kind of liking it so far. Man, I've gotten -8 to that, and it's still DC 25. What can you tell me about this guy? See if he leans in much back. Run down, right in front of him. Because I don't think he can hear us. That's not the point, Cleric. Can you hear us? No, Cleric, nor am I listening. Go ahead, see? Give the rundown, Snell. This is a local mortician, unaffiliated, works on the contracts with the city. HWBT has to deal with him partly because he's a neighbor and partly because he's not, you know, a normal person. Mortal. He just throws a glance at the mortician. Not the type you want to make enemies with, but hey, he seems like you. Good job on that. It went down a little bit. It's so impossible. What do you know about the tea shop? What's there to say? I know about as much as your average Norvikian. Tell me what you do know. Of course. Heard the explosion. I'm out to investigate, only to find the tea shop caught up in a raging inferno. The Tolstad militia were already heading into action, so I went back inside. That's not be in the way. That is that. Did you hear anything peculiar? A loud bang, some shouting afterwards? What sort of shouting? From the militia, they are rushing to the scene. The fire prevention declaration has truly done wonders for this city. Nothing else? As the entire district almost turned into an inferno, yes, there was quite a lot of commotion. Nothing that stands out, however. Like, actually nothing else? Not that I recall. Are you sure? Touched you for a while. How thick are you? Pretty sure. That asking about the incident. I have some personal questions. This man is evil. Do not linger. Spirit recoils. Come up with a ton of random questions. This is your job, asking questions, getting answers. Yes, retrieve the knowledge. Are you evil? Well, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of apples downstairs. Deal between me and Lady Sageleaf. Deal? Shared storage. It got quite heated here a few years ago during a certain crisis. And now, during less heated moments, they store a lot of produce here. Produce. Isn't it some kind of violation to store fresh produce next to corpses? No. He's right, unfortunately. The goblins have unique policies in place, separate from the rest of the Norvikian agricultural community. What are you voting in the upcoming election? Interesting question. Bit invasive, but I'll oblige. I'll be voting for the party of Norvik. Numanism, while crude and outdated in certain respects, has proven both the stability and economic assurance business owners such as myself. Okay, we're just found about old ways, headed by magistrates, 20-something noble families. The people's, I don't even know that word, self-proclaimed protectors of Earth's legacy, the party of Norvik wants to uphold the divine right of the dead divine dictator. They have my vote. The goblin scoffs. Not useful for well-off human men to vote for the Earthfolk Party, although this fellow doesn't strike me as a religious kind. A vote is cast for self-interest. It takes special man to vote for any other reason. If they win, how long do you think it'll be before another assembly is called? Another 10 years, maybe more, till the stability is threatened, realistically speaking. So you're saying we should ignore the voices of people until they start to scream in agony? I'm saying... No, that's not what I'm saying. Every day would be the best. Everyone should be allowed to have their opinion heard. And mine? Yes, yours too. I'm a free strider now. That I can stand behind. Are you evil? A faint smile appears on his face. That is for gods to decide. Yeah, he's evil. He's joking, come on. Still with the zombie. Been embarrassing, I got my hands on an egg some time ago. Thought it'd be a basilisk. Now I'm going to have a devoted servant. Oh. Kobold. Well, usually don't follow random pale men. They follow dragons. Could you tell him to just give me the crossbow? Rest of them just go on and then back to you. No. Bolts usually worship dragons. Yes, I've heard as much. Are you a dragon? No, sadly not. Did you give him the crossbow? No, he found that himself, I believe. Very proud of him. Are you his father? No, he simply hatched in my presence. Run out of personal questions. Good to hear. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what a dragon would say. I do get some very weird vibes from this dude. I'm gonna try to charm person him. But I want to save in case it fails. So don't trifle. Legendary resistance. Cleric. Spell fizzles. Please do not. A single glance, the Spellman dismisses your spell. You are powerless here. Do not anger him. Sorry. Had to try. Dude's dragon. Back to work. Refrain from this again in the future. Where? Noted. I won't even reload. I'll... Wait, what happened to the zombie? It's only 3 o'clock. I have 1 second level spell slot. I killed it. Well, I pushed it over into the apples. Whispers to you. Touch it. Body quakes, standing in awe of this ancient object. How many battles do you think it's seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one's god or king or people? Thoughts stir in you a deep sense of longing. Perhaps one day you'll join that sacred sensation. I have disadvantage, but... Wow. Alright, I'm gonna save and try again. Damn it, Snail. Wow. God damn it, Snail. I'm blaming Snell for the disadvantage. Channel Yugi, part of the cards. Damn it, Snell. We'll give it one more try. I'll come back when Snell's not with me. I could make him leave. But I never made Kim leave. There we go. Left hand presses against the surface. Find the will to listen, to bear the burden of that solemn voice. Close your eyes and pray, silently mumbling the same words as always, to your God, to your people, to this great city. It fades, the voices grow, not in size, but in number. Some of them join in your prayer, some dismiss it, some hate it. Before you, a dark landscape stretches, covered in the bodies of the damned and the waiting. Their souls on display for judgment and callous sorting. You can see one face turn to look at you. First you believe it to be him. Then you understand, as the man who appears to be both younger and older, gives you the kind of look of regret a father would have when seeing the return of a lost child. He turns to face the stairs. Watch him go, again, again, again. Your heart is racing, blood pumping. You get a grip, the vision has faded. Whatever you saw, it quickly disappears deep into your skull. The does not whisper here, it screams. Go down, further down. You understand plainly, there's more to this pillar you need to investigate. In time, and further below. I'm gonna save again. I got no clue about Snell. He's level 3. He's higher level than me. This goblin gets shit done no matter the odds. Highly confident, but with a craving of validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. He doesn't work for himself or any ideal. This goblin devotes his life for his lady, no different from a religious nut. But I know inflict wounds, so I could beat him in a fight. Actually, no, because I have -1 wisdom, it would never hit. Strength. It's my best stat. A brute, the beast, a warrior, she could break you easily. You helmed mankind. You've seen a man in yellow pass by here? Is that a yes? I did. You looking? Yeah. Well, clearly. Shows you a deep frown that says, if you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Wait, why? I saw him approaching from the pillar chamber, told him to stop, step away from the halfway turf. That bastard. He cast a spell on me. That's awful. No, I was weak. Saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words and suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless, like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens. You can fix her. I'll avenge your honor. Okay. Let's find this man and punish him. That way you can earn her respect. Do what you want, I don't care. Which direction? Through the south caves. Goes towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away because of that darn spell. I hope for him to be dinner for some hook horrors and dark mantles. Jesus. I'm gonna deck him in the snaz. Turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. Same, can't stand those nerds. Can I have that spell scroll you got? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away, please? Okay. Okay. Like a great warrior and woman. Look like it, human. I am. I agree. A lot. Like, a lot. What are you attempting here? Some type of courtship? You are a fool. Prove yourself worthy. I might look your way, boon. I will return once I've avenged your honor. Yeah, whatever. She likes it. She likes me. Hey, a rat. I'm gonna take the rat. I'm collecting rats. Lord Pooh, amongst a tangled mess of vines, mossy rocks, roots of brachen tree, the crack of walls, ceiling is half dwarven, half Episcopalian chamber. Touch the roots. They are soft on the surface, a layer of moss. Hello. The tree does not respond. Alas, I do not think it's got a mouth or a brain. Guess you taught to it with some magic, then again, I'm no expert. Look beyond the roots. Maybe something there, hidden beyond the vault. You are not sure. Is this the bottom of a big tree, more or less? The roots go deeper, much deeper. I should break down these roots, shouldn't I? Sal's regretting his decisions a little bit. Yes. Be a good display of your might. I have a decent chance. And I'm at 20'd. Walk over to them, each root dangling before you like a tendril of foul ideologies. Pluck them. Pluck them from existence! Scream a primal yell and grab the roots. With any type of power to it, the tree reacts. It fears you. Roots slowly but ever so slightly widen, revealing the goods within. The cache has been revealed. Lord Pooh appears to allow you to loot its cache. How polite. It clearly could not stand your might. I really just intimidated a tree. Ooh, bark skin. Closer to closer paint, there's 3 gold, yellow, highly detailed, brutish, ancient techniques, made by skilled hands during the Divine Era. Obviously a Weissman remnant. Touch it. Alright, give it alone. Please don't step on the literal human skulls. Working, painted pigments, humanoid figures, simple, primitive. Red and white against a dark stone. Touch the paint. Cut carefully. Use dry. Ancient. Analyze. Not very good. These are old. That's just a guess. Give it a second try. Damn. You know, third time's a charm. There we go. Pigments the style, the preservation. It's not white man nor snow folk in origin. These paintings predate all of them. And snow folk? Yes. Fourth Fate era, at its earliest, is related to the Gate Wars, long before recorded human history. Those creatures supposed to be forgotten beasts of Yor. A folk type of higher being connected with Yor. I choose to believe these are super interesting alien artwork that just happens to be left here below the city. Bone dust. This from bone grinder, very fine, and paint was probably made out of unicorn horn or whalebone or something. Cover your second level spell slots. Huh. Hello, cat. Left. Oh, shard. A yellow hat? Grab the smooth fabric. It feels expensive. How would I tell? I get gloves on. The companion looks around, a bead of sweat rolling down his brow. Our Frank must have gone through here. Keep an eye open. It's yours now. I can't wear it because I don't take the hat off. I don't take my helmet off. Esoteric lockpick. The dungeon continues far into the west part of Tolstead. A sinking feeling appears. Your gut, it sees death. Jolts to the side. Cleric there's... Huh? Oh, that ain't good. Oh no. Oh no. One of the stalagmites has sprouted a particularly nasty looking maw. How did I not notice that thing? It was hidden perfectly. Flung around the shadows, the cavern becomes a long tendril. Flies towards you like a blister firing a long, fleshy snake. And in an instant, it's wrapped around, huh? You're everything. Fooled. As the griffin flows you around. Your ankle is crushed. You breathe through the pain. And it pulls back, dragging you, flinging you against a rock. Grab something, don't let it. The roper. Oh, it's a roper. Grabs you, tendril passing like the lockjaw around your entire leg. As it attempts to pull you towards a small, dragging you in like a fisherman with a thick catch on his hook. An ambush. Well, this is springing action, but he's just too late. Punch it. Once you get control of your muscle again, that is. It appears you have been ambushed. No shit. Is there really nothing I can do here? Pray. Waste of time. Try screaming instead. What? Your prey. You will break its stomach once consumed. Pulls you closer. The clear finds you difficult with all the struggling, so... Ow! Bones broken. It's still attached. Shit. Grab what? The ground, I don't know. He takes the swing and fires off a bullet in this direction, striking right into the center of mass. The bullet just bounces off and lets a horrendous hiss. Falls. You're doomed, your leg is broken. You are feeling sick. Dragging closer and closer to his chomping maw, you glance towards it, seeing 1,000 versions of teeth, very likely almost extending towards you. You're dead. Ow. Still alive. Cleric, fight, you bastard. You have one chance, break loose now or you're swallowed. Fight. Let go! He struggles against the tendril, trying to attempt to save you. Tom's bravery is admirable. Make use of it. Have a decent chance. Oh, I'm dead. Throwing to your lips, the tentacles tighten around you, grabbing it, pulling, fighting. But alas, you do not succeed. So the end begins. Too late. You are now food. No. Sends the deeper part of its maw. A second set of teeth. Several sets. Fight until you get chewed into bits. The pain is overwhelming. It's not even there anymore. Everything fades. Eaten by Roper. I got eated. Yes, the yellow hat. In the fallen and broken of an ancient world as only a single structure. At the top, a cracked lion's head glares at you, a one-eyed lion with a single dark and empty socket. See anything like this, Snell? Sure. Looks like a normal cat thing. There's a ton of them all over the city if you know where to look. Where to look? Clearly, you found this one. Hard to tell exactly what's going on here due to the rubble and the dust. You try investigating more closely. Remember, the White Mains are famous for their traps, so be careful. Yeah, that's a good investigation. The gloved hand glides over the markings in front of the shrine. There's something there. It's at the stone, and it's text. Finishing your fingers, you realize something is written faintly scrubbed down over centuries into the surface of the shrine. It says El Ojo Rojo Vigila Tus Logros. You step back and mumble it to yourself. It means the red eye watches over you. Anything? Probably. They wouldn't just ride on a shrine for no reason. He shrugs. They honestly might have, but who knows? He glance upwards at the lion's head. The eye socket. Perfectly sized for a gemstone. This is obviously a secret you would be able to trigger in case you insert the correct gemstone. Poke your finger in the hole. Sticking it in, first an inch, then two, then your whole index finger. This is a great way to lose a body part. Let me tell us of dark voids that consume any inserted limbs. You wiggle it around, you do so. For some reason, nothing happens. To the inside of the lion's head, you're hollow. The goblin stares at you with a questioning expression. Take out your finger and hope it remains attached to your hand. Slowly pulling it out, your index luckily remains. Look for that symbol Axel was talking about. I think there's some type of symbol on it. Look closely. A symbol. A symbol of a sun, definitely. Wanted to find, you found it. That's what I do now. Write your dwarf book, buddy, of course. Yes. Tell Axel about this symbol. He would be grateful for this information. Very grateful. Like, get a nice little payday grateful. I should get back to Axel then. To those other ruins. Man, there's a lot of ruins down here. Oh, that just recovers my spell slots. Nice. Oh, I have to walk down the slightly uneven step again.
Yeah.
Must Brown yells down at you. Hey there, I found those ruins you're looking for. And And I found the symbol on the ruins. Symbol of the sun? Yes. That's not a roar. Or a hell death. It is. So blade joins and screeches. Eh. The dwarf takes a deep breath. The sun means those ruins are just the same as these, it says, and taps the stone beside him. They're consecrated. The white manes would never consecrate the secret gate. Damn it. Are you certain? Oh, absolutely. I spent years researching these cat bastards. Even learned some cat speech. Me llamo Axel. Es un caballo blanco. Girls. That's not cat speech. That's not even close. Yeah, it's not entirely off. I know what I'm talking about, okay? There's only one thing. This lead was off. Oh well, time to regroup and rethink after the election. Here. Toss you a pickaxe. A little trick we have in the delving business. A custom-made detect secret-infused pickaxe. That's a nice reward, thanks. You've earned it, Cleric Nordic. Of course, pickaxe is a bit wonky. The keyword is supposed to be secret, as in you say the word secret and the pickaxe casts a spell. Doesn't quite work, so do with it as you please. Wonky magic items can be dangerous or hilarious. I'll be packing up soon. I'm done here. Thanks again. Save me a ton of time and effort. Maybe in a few months you'll join me for a real expedition. Could be fun. Into the depths. I would love to delve with you, Axel. Great. Anything else, just let me know. +1 strength. Oh wow, that's just better. Honestly, besides my wisdom and dex, my stats aren't that bad. I've got great strength, con, and intelligence. Not really any stat the cleric needs. Or all the stats the cleric needs. Who's to say? That's not gonna be muted. Sorry, 1 second. Gotta check in with people. Don't lose my streaks. Streaks are very important. At least I got a half-decent weapon now. Now that I have a companion, we're gonna go check out that passage. That's like that. Come on, Snell. I'm gonna go run into a gelatinous cube. Should be like right here. This only goes very, very tight. You've been swallowed whole. Attempt to move. Wiggle is all you get. Powerful force, pressure all around you. What's going on here? You can neither move nor breathe. Cleric, you okay? Hear your companion's voice faint as if it were far, far away. This is possibly quite terrible. Hold on. Something's off here. Aw. I can't move. It's some kind of trap? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Something like that reminds me of that time that go and take a step closer before jolting back. All around you, acidic gel. You. Ow! One. By earth it burns. Be sure is your burden. Gelatinous cube. You're statistically likely to die here and now. Monster cannot hold you. You must fight. Cleric, you hear the goblin's voice finally. Listen to me. I don't know why, but the cube isn't aggressive. Ain't aggressive. Crosses the rope and it quickly gets sucked into the gelatinous mass. Just wait close to the edge and grab the rope. I'll pull you out. You're nearly close enough for you to easily take it, but if you can get to it, you might live. Nat 20. Extend the pressure of transient force of acid and pain, and then grab the rope. Let's go. Pulls with all his might. Your muscles urge to stop. The lack of pain on each limb as it hits huge surface causes you to continue. And finally, pant and wheeze and cough up pieces of still sizzling cube ooze into the dungeon floor. Pain fades. Part of that is your brain not processing the incredibly horrific burns you've suffered. Holy shit. I thought you were a goner. Just enjoy breathing again. Turn around and look at it. Massive gelatinous cube just stays entirely still. Does not move, nor react to your presence. It's a weird one. Seen a few cubes, but never one that just sits there. Really ominous, honestly. Pet the cube. Reach forward and carefully tap the surface. But it just burns your hand a bit. You having fun? Worth it. I wonder. And I actually reached the torch. The key will let you walk into it, however. It'll clamp onto you quickly, so you need to move as fast as you can before it decides to hold you tight. Far enough while inside, then you can reach it. Could you get the torch? Possibly. Rephrase, could you do it without having your skin dissolved by the gelatinous cube? Skin is overrated. Put your armor instead. Have I even seen your skin? No. The deep sound looks across the surface of the jelly monster. The cube's weird. They're usually way more aggressive. I think we can stand here no problem, and something's way off. But it's that torch. Use your magic to grab it. There are a handful of spells that could work here. Protective shield if you wish to fight through the acid. Or mage hand. Find mage hand, then maybe it'd work. You'd have to find it then. It's not your clerics do basic cantrips like that. We even got some goblins who know it. It's not rare. The goblin cannot be allowed to denigrate you like this. It's beneath the cleric of Norvik. Trembling anger. I lost some things in the river, okay? Oh yeah, you had a thing. Sorry. Anyway, there's the temples. Let's not do anything rash. Oh, nice. Man, I cannot get a read on that lady. Oh, I can try on smell again, though. That I'm gonna get a 20. A sinking feeling appears. Your gut. It sees death. Vectors. Huh? Oh no. Oh, nice. How did I not notice that thing? It's hidden perfectly. A monster. Punch it once you control your muscles again. Appears you've been ambushed. What? That's fine. I'm prey. Feeling sick. Wrap around your leg and pump a wave of necrotic energy into its rubbery body. It quickly cracks and breaks. The rubber cynical loses grip. It wails and flails and appendix around the appendix around as you drop to the ground. You're a true genius. Now conquer this overgrown squid. Breathe. Relax out against tracking your legs. Ow. Suppose you fall down on your knees in pain. I will swear to the gods. Got one shot and straight in its large eye. But it just seems to bounce off. Fucker. Even still, the creature does get distracted by the shot. Purple roars. Oh, thank you, advantage. Actually, the creature clearly. Wow. Really focused on you even more than before. Ready for any attack. One last breath. You lunges forward, way further than you expected. One brushes up against you and it misses. You manage to dodge around the attack. You cannot touch me, beast. Come on, Snell, he whispers to himself and lines up a shot, just like target practice. With a snap, he launches the bullet. It hits the beast right in the eye. Take that, you piece of shit. Roars as bleeding from its central eye. But it's still standing, now just angered. Just one more shot, keep it distracted. This is the end. The beast will be felled. Oof. Your hand crackles with necrotic energy, but as you attempt to hit the beast, the dark magic does not penetrate its eye. Wait, the only way to hit this thing properly is the eye. Hit it in the eye. You're holding your breath. Comes forward in small whiting. Snell, kill it! On it! He gives you a nod as he twirls the last bullet. With a loud snap, he fires it. It's around the cavern, ringing in your ears, along with the hook and screeching of the roper. as it hits it straight in the large, unblinking eye. It shrieks and pulls back. Terrible noise disappears into the abyss. Dirty experience, not bad. Tentacles writhing, the roper blindly flees, its panic running right over the ledge. Fill your lungs with air, your knees are weak. Leans on his knees and groans. That was tight, but well done. You do a great job, Snell. Hunter returns a thumbs up to you as well. He is pained by making such a cheesy gesture. But you've clearly earned it. Nice. See what's here. Sewers. Potion of healing. Oh, why did I waste just an incense? I have these things. So much food. Esoteric stove, then sort of has a stove, or a system crates, so it looks like a rag bedroom. This is a camp. Camp's in the sewers. Goblin looks around the dark camp tunnel. I don't like this. Around. Some rats scurrying around the corners, nothing else. Leading in, you see symbols hatched into the corners of the wood. HWBT. Huh. Goblin inspects them as well. We have shipments going missing on water lane periods. And where they end up, you taps crates, spices, potatoes, food crates, food, just food. Over time, it's been a lot. Yes, these crates hold food. My food. Right down here, village siphoning off resource from the halfway bridge tribe. Sewers. Foolish question. Obviously, this is a hideout of some kind. I've been trying to nail this thief for a while. I figured it was some organized thing. Considering the size of this hall, it's gotta be. Should keep guard, see if they come back? Possibly. Should also go get back up. Now we're on the tea shop mission, but let him continue. It's kind of a big deal for the halfways. Lady Sagely will be happy to finally get this thorn cut out. We should go get back up. I'm feeling that whatever is eating all of this won't be too happy to just find in the stash. Hunter. You're making me hungry. Really? You? Yes? No, it's just... I haven't seen you eat anything but apples, I think. I think I ate some mushrooms off the walls, too. Not a pretty sight. Look, I just assumed you weren't the type to get hungry. Of course I do. I'm normal. Yep, totally normal. The most normal. Not normie. Comes creeping. That's a lizard. Why food? You know, I've been asking myself that very question. I never quite figured it out, but look. The goblin shoves the loose lid of the grate, revealing an empty inside. There's a colony of sewer folk eating that stuff. It is a lot of calories. We've lost maybe one or two of these crates every other month. Not enough for a dozen people, but a handful? Sure. It's just a dude over there with a hatchet. Off the top of your head, you calculate that 3 full-grown adult human men could live on this amount without problem. Or one very large creature, like a Loxori or a Minotaur. Right behind. I see it, why can't I react? This whole thing is just creeping me out, you're telling me. You heard this phrase before. Don't comment on it. Maybe we should just leave. I'm not going to stop you. Who likes being in the sewers? I don't. Me neither. Anyway, very flesh. Yes, her as he glances back. Cried hungers. Hmm? Come on, Snell, you look pale. The goblin is already on the move. Sling loaded, spinning, aiming. To see Hunt come to Cried, how good. What is that? You watch the hulking mass of flesh and wet scales rising from the shadows of the sewer. Crocodilus. It towers over you, its gaping maw widened to what can be construed as a mocking smirk. Roll initiative. That ain't good. Earth bless your soul. The fall of the playful toying with his food is suddenly over. The croc-like creature lunges forward. Silent and focused, it reaches your face, an entire body enveloping you with a small apple, and bites down. Manages to squirm out of its grip before it ripping into your shreds. Blood is lost. Can't let that happen again. Shit, shit, shit. Snell's sling creates an incredible sound echoing down the tunnel. The stone fly in a powerful blast. Hits the monster right on the neck, causing him to let out an angry growl. This is your dragon. You must stand tall as it consumes you. Your food. There's not much time. That's not good. If there's any chance to de-escalate, do it now. In other words, you gather necrotic force in your palm, strain it, put on your muscles, power surges, hit the monster. Striking with all your might. The initial blast makes contact, shooting black veins across the beast. A horrible growl and is pushed back. Ugh. Yet the rest of the dark energy simply fades upon the crocodile's thick hide. No, this beast is surging with necrotic power. Undead crocodile? It is blessed by darkness. It squints at you. It's out a grunt and lowers the weapon. Huh? Your commander takes a step back while keeping a wary eye on the beast. Good. Rod is bored. You're a cleric, no? Takes a deep breath and he hisses at you under his breath. Not push your luck. I am the cleric, yes, get it right. There's round sending dust up to your base. Do not be troubled. Your crab will not be troubled. The beast lumbers over to the encampment and looks on, taking heavy breaths. It's on his knees. He appears to be shaking. Adrenaline running out. Weak knees, dizzy skull. Rat sits down on a crate in front of the little stovetop. Hunt is done for daytime. Now is rest and cooking. What in the world have you stumbled into here? You have an urge to fight this thing to the death. Yet you know you are no match for it. Not now. Level 11? No wonder it didn't hurt it. A mad flesh-eating beast roar from the swamp of John Haji. Why has he knew that? You do not know. Masterful chef, his passion is cooking. Fried food, pickled, boiled, fried knows all, and his palate is expansive, you included. Alright, we're gonna save and talk to him. The open beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers. Broad reeks human. I found this rat. The monster stares at you as you hold up a white rat in a comfortable grip. Rats, he said. There are 5 of them. They make a lot of noise when you come around. Said find all 5 rats. But why? It's a quest. Who gave you this quest? I'm not sure. You should probably reconsider before you head out on a rat hunting mission. Nobody has promised you any pay for it. So yeah, think about that. You've seen a man in yellow going past here. Rod has seen this, yes. Oh, you have? Yes. Rod saw a human in yellow go past. Rod, why does his name do that? Rod meant to eat such fancy human. This human was fast and turned invisible before Crod could approach. Crod did hear fancy yellow human speak to self while walking past. Human said, "Where is this damn secret passage again?" So he went into the dungeon. Fancy human came from southern caves going into dungeon, yes. Secret passage? Where? Crod does not know. Alright, thanks for the info. Those rats really seem to like you. Yes. Rat is the little thing, which I remember from home. Big rat, those are great friends. You like little rat because you like big rat? That's not a happy growl. Big mushy swamp rat, the gayest of little rodent. I hunt as little, and as big I follow, I learn. Big rat is great hunter. Little rat has much to learn, but they will. That's great. You're too friendly with the rat-loving curly croc, alright? Why not? So you're... Nope, I want to talk to him. Not done. So you're a chef, huh? Yes. Cleric is hungry? Rat offer. Slog dog. He holds out one of the strange sausage-shaped meat pieces. Slog dog? Slog dog. Slog dog? Stare at the meat. Slog dog. It is slog dog, yes. The slog dog smell? I'm good. Mystery meat. Could contain anything. Beware. Inspect the meat. Sounds like aberration meat, mixed with more traditional Ascanian fauna. Ascani fauna. You need around the more poisonous flesh. At least it does not appear to be meat from any folk. Eat the food. Barely. You wrap your gloved hand around the sausage with a firm grip. The slog dog speaks to you. The slog dog wants to be consumed. It goes down quickly, but the flavor catches up to you quickly. It is harsh, spicy, and flat. Feel like you could groan, the flesh is down, but it might be coming up. Deep cackle escapes the maw of the beast. God sees cleric enjoys slog dog. Does cleric feel benefit? Benefit? Oh, huh? Oh, hell. What's happening? Cleric? Good. Slog dog work magic. Rod is master chef. Slog dog is specialty. It's your first slog dog out of many. Holy shit, I feel as if the natural world is growing within your gut, a glorious unity of earth and mammal, great wave of the primal sprouting, springing, dancing, kicking. You're now ready. Ready? Ready to join the wilds of Ascani. This is your path, the natural path. You are a barbarian. Roar, slam your chest uncontrollably. Covers one of his ears to protect his hearing. Cleric is energetic. How does cleric feel? I feel perfectly okay. Average even. Oh, might be a first for you, I assume. Crowd help cleric. Like Miss Skin say. Rob cannot say more. It gives you a wide smile. Cleric has friend. Can you tell me more? Gargoyle just smiles at you. Ominous. I'm sure checking out Viskin is a great idea, Cleric. Let's just staying away. Old lady would say the same. Hey, up to you. You should find out more. Bellman can teach you much. What should we do about the crate situation? Honestly, it's not a good idea to start up shit here. The stolen shipment thing is an issue, yes. But the halfways do not have the resources to deal with this solid unit of a beast. He's a level 11 barbarian. What if I ask him to stop? Use a surprisingly neutral expression. Politely? Very politely. Oof. Said the beast not coming with a single good argument. Why shouldn't he steal from the goblins? They kind of deserve it, don't they? I don't think they do. Oh no. We know of a way to convince this beast. But tell him to go full carnivore. No, what is it? Carnivore, he's eating potatoes and a bunch of useless carbs. You should eat like a beast, just meat. In much greater quantities. Where will he get these meats from? That's right. Crod. People Nordic. Instead, eat me. What are you saying? You should be eaten by Crod. Yes, please. The crocodile stares at you and moving for an awkward amount of time. You shake. Come on, do it. He simply says, no. Oh, why not? Fraud is not allowed. Cleric is off limit. Fraud will help, not hurt. That is rule of current hunt, of mission. Biskin will not allow... Oh, Biskin. You have a friend in Pillman. Fraud will say no more. Interesting. Your guardian angel, huh? That was terrible. Eight in Cleric, 1 in Barbarian. To be fair, my stats are much more suited for Barbarian. Except I'm smart. I'm a smart Barbarian. That is an esoteric pocket. Avoid it. Damn, adventurers should sure have it tough. Piece of paper. An adventuring log. However, there's something about this random picture that can prove useful. Maths. The translation forms in your mind from what you remember from your days of Towers courses. Our master will soon return. His descendants lay in wait. Great trove of Isuth that sits under the walls, the lost seat of defeated traitors. I found and spoken with the spirits of his firstborn son. His bones have caught in those arcane halls, kept stable by the presence of filthy goblin chiefess. As long as she holds that ground, his divine remnants will not move. But I have sealed the entrance. I will now only hope for a true follower. Hail Isuth, fire sweep the coast. Ancient red dragon, long dead. Purpose Isuth, legendary horde. His adventurers are hunting for it. Worth investigating. It exists. Most dragon hordes are myths. But some aren't. Interesting. Skeleton, human, male, dead for months, maybe longer. His armor has been stripped away. Someone looted the corpse, or something. Sad sight. Tunnels eat people. Consumed by rock and what was once ceiling. Body. No broken bones. We didn't die from violence.
Ah.
Still dead. A good time for Speak with Dead. That's level 3 spell. We'll take some apples. Not go in the water. What do you hunt down here? Many things. Prod, dive, and stalk. There's wild land below, far deep, dark. Find anything good down there? Yes. Prod takes mini trophy. From big chicken to little drake, and those many teeth and eye. Most are not tasty, some very. It's your companion, you. There's a comically loud gulp. Best play it off, nice. Little green men, you are not tasty, not even fun to hunt. But you look spicy. Fills up a hand in his face. I can assure you I am not. Was that amused growl. Stay out of the city? Yes. Prod hunts in wilds. Urban sprawl is too easy. When Prod has mission, the hunt begins. Mission. Prod, say nothing. Don't. Great, good to know. Sloshy stress cube. Somewhat firm gelatinous food. These used to be sold as toys pets. Today they're illegal, probably because they can technically still dissolve human flesh, albeit very, very slowly. Another one-way door. Some light from the ceiling. It is an illusion, do not mind it. But for a D&D adjacent game, we don't really fight monsters. I defeated a roper in the South Caves. Roper. That is a ferocious beast. Did not come this far up very often. Well done, human. Keep killing things and being manly. She likes it. The dwarf said he won't let him pass here. Dark dwarf, yes, he asked for access to the south tunnels. It's not permitted. Why not? Lady does not permit it. Lady says we does not allow looters on her grounds. He seems like a profiteer. I hate those. I have no strong feeling on that. Lady Sage Leaf does not will it. Here's the south tunnels. Beware of monsters that crawl from below, infesting the caverns. Get them out every other week, but they will return often. What kind of monsters? All kinds. Anything that crawls through the cracks of the city below. All kinds? Tell me more. Last month we killed a hook warder. It was a great hunt. What level are you? For that, a bunch of giant spiders, a great ooze. Last year you had to get a specialist to deal with a hive of cranium ants. They negotiated for days. First, probably the gricks. I hate those things, but I'm sad to say we have not yet had to deal with the boulette. That's terrifying. I think those land sharks enjoy tunneling here. And reports a few of them moving closer to settlements than last year over in Verdun. I want to skin one of those things one day. That would be pleasurable. Stare at her. She grins. Take a short rest. Will Max when it die? It is dusk. Level 3 fighter? What is the thing? Ours lies at the halfway. It's like a point and shelter, but also something else, something more ethereal. It's only level 3. I thought it would led at level 2 in a D&D campaign, so I can't say anything. That was a fucking sorcerer. Terrifying. Oh yeah, that was when I was a paladin. That was the easier one. Fault to the dwarf, maybe use the damn gem. Circular stone slab. Whoever works is very sure that residents have placed it in its natural position. Imagine a copper calendar, far, far older. This is a moon chart left by the white man barbarians of the Divine Era. It's not spinning, it's not spun in centuries. If moving your hand closer, you sense it. Fate is some of esoteric power pulsing through the glyphs. So keeping time, even with this mechanism cracked. Decipher the current day. No. That is no use. It is broken. So, yes, that is a useless piece of technology. I feel it is truly worth such a term. Thank you, intelligence. I left. I can't fast travel, can I? No. Pretty damn close to a level up, at least. No reason to cast that spell. Pretty good. Jesus Christ, he's level 17. And the purpose of the basement to a self-employed human city contractor. Hearing about this man, he used to be a dentist and a surgeon. Studying the magical realm is immense, far beyond your capabilities. Some of these texts he surrounds himself with would suggest he can cast 5th or even 6th level spells. Could be higher. Couldn't be higher. It's level 17, he absolutely fucking could. Or rob you. Huh. What do I have with wisdom on it? That's it. That's the only thing I have. That's all I got. Is this meeting? This evening? Oh, okay. Interesting. Check that out. Try to figure out this guy's deal. And I will cheese this. No more than an honor roll. However, you must certainly have more important than. Right. Come back to the loop. He might not be a dragon. He might just be a high-level dude. Just gonna keep doing it. I'm curious. And a 16. I've lowered it a lot. I'm not. I don't think my wisdom's gonna allow me to do much better. Oof. I might try it again. Wow. Oof. I'm just not getting the rolls. Man, I'm not even rolling above a 10. It's messing with causality. There we go. Stand there, mulling over all you know of the strange mortician. Mortician is drawn to the air. The air around you is damp and dry, cold. Piercing through your chainmail, leaving you with a comfortable feeling. Then it appears locked within this place, this tower. Close your eyes, so you might be a lich. Sense what feeling all around you. It's not natural. Very much esoteric. A negative energy flow permeates this place to the core. All of it's focused around a single point. Oh man. By the gods, he's covered in negative energy. First, it emanates from him. This is no human. What you're looking at here is but a thin disguise of a creature most foul, most powerful. No mere spellcaster, no mere arcanist, no mere wizard. This skin is a lich. Immense power created in the same by consuming the souls of mortals. They are capable of eternal life and terrifying esoteric might. An unliving, everlasting bastion of esoteric power. Learn through this creature. Abomination. But what do I do with this information? You have a choice. You can try to deal with this directly, or contact relevant authorities. What if... I don't mean to interrupt, Cleric, but you've been staying here in silence for almost 5 minutes now. Thank you, bye. Neutral evil. Cold paws are removed with cold pitching yellow eyes. Even the small blade can fell a giant chunk for this one. I have some questions. Can I borrow your crossbow? 2 minutes kidding? Not funny. You'd make greater use of it than this creature. Just take it. Go away. Slide, just take the crossbow. Please? No. Good stern look. Go to his better nature? I don't fucking know. Seeing would be evil, so just demand it loudly. Keep the damn crossbow. I will. My bike, which is just hilarious. Quick. Hey Snells, tell me who knows Mage Hand down here. Well, 18. Jesus, she's scarier. Chaotic good. Who's sleeping? Where the hell am I? Just going in places. Oh, Snell's house. I'm to my pad. Go ahead, root around as much as you want. Oh, so you can have some of your stuff? No, and don't touch anything. I'm not sure how this is in any way useful for the job. No, when you're done looking around. Looking. It's a nice apartment. Yeah, I'm not here a lot. I'd argue it's much better than usual. One time I was on a date, brought her back here. The girl. Terrible idea. The date was already going poorly. Imagine her expression. She steps in here and there's a pile of reports all over the floor, a blocked drain in the kitchen sink, 15 confiscated bowls, pixie dust piled in the corner. Let me tell you, it took her 10 seconds to come up with an excuse. This is one of his favorites. He tells this one to everyone. Which face looks around the place tells you, anyway, looks better these days. Figured if I'm such a neat goblin like everyone says, I might as well keep my apartment clean too. The girl? Yeah. Back when I was still looking for that sort of thing. You know, getting tied down, that sort of thing. In a metaphorical sense. What about you? Ow. Question cuts tiny little holes in your inside skull. Clerics are popular, right? Wow. Avoid report alert. It is not allowed to ask you personal things like that. Tactfully change the subject. You're going to have to give one. Not a lie, though. You can't handle that right now. Too much pressure, clearly. Too much. Listen to your gut. So what do I say? Keep it simple. Dismiss the questions in a nice way, like this. Nothing lately, I'm busy with work. Now, change the subject. You seem like the type to be busy with work too. Oh yes. The last few years I've just been focused on the halfways and whatever the old lady needs of me. You're totally good at what you do, whatever that is. Ask yourself that same question sometimes. Goblin takes a breath. I tell you to look at it from a goblin perspective, bud. Let me put it like this. Lady Sageleaf gave me options in a world of railroad tracks. I get to help my people and get real fucking good at it. Should at least get a good salary, right? It's alright. I mean, you have an apartment, so I do alright. He grins. You want to chat about? Okay, we get going. How much is rent? Not so bad, thanks to the old lady. She looks after her own. Every goblin is so lucky. What do you mean? You know there are 3 tribes in the city, right? Halfways get by real well thanks to Lady Sageleaf. It didn't used to be that way. Most goblins have a real hard time getting by here. Most guilds won't exactly hire a goblin just like that. What? That's illegal. I know, doesn't stop them. We're not human, so by default, on average, we're not trusted. Back in the day, there were apparently a bunch of programs meant to push us into the workforce. Anti-discrimination laws, goblin public works projects, but support for those ran out way before I was born. So most kids just fall into crime. It's illegal to be a criminal. It's understandable, it's the only path for them. Clearest path, at least. Imagine you're a goblin kid. You spend most of your day in a warren with 20 others your age. Barely any resources to actually teach you all the human stuff we're legally forced to be taught. If you're lucky, you've got one parent with a stable income, otherwise you'll be living in the dormitories. No support system, no chance to integrate in the city you're supposed to be living in. If you're lucky, you get a dangerous gig in the tunnels. Not the only way for you to get enough money for food beyond the basic handouts is joining a syndicate. They recruit young to keep you in the juvenile stockade if you get caught. Starting as an errand boy, ending up as whatever they need for their enterprises. Then you bring home a heavy pouch of crowns for your mom and pops. What are they going to do? Turn their little kid in, or accept the only major income the household's gotten in months? Maybe they'll even encourage you, push you to get real friendly with the local runner. Aren't you a runner? Runner and handler, yeah. It's complicated, but the Halfway Bridge tribe is classified as a syndicate. We run things in a similar sense to the Ishki and the NMBT, except we do things strictly by the book. We don't run drugs for run. We keep Water Lane free of smuggling. Most importantly, we keep the youth out of it. And we keep the other tribes at arm's length. Lady Hazley is real draconian in that regard. Yeah, she's just a damn dragon. Everyone, and I mean everyone in our tribe, gets a job and a good salary. Tried pushing this method or support system onto the other tribes, but it's hard. Not always popular. We're the small, annoying cultist tribe of Tolstad, after all. That's what it is. What a rant. Young goblins, young humans. Seems to be no difference when it comes to the solution. Purpose and a place. That's all they need. Thanks for the talk. It's 10 HP, Jesus. The hell of a heal. Look closer at the sketches, you see several faces you recognize and some you don't. Birdman with a black and white pattern along with a note, tea shop owner. The merman with the text, rival, no, unambitious. Dwarf unicorn, patron. What is this, Snell? Tour from across the apartment. Ah, yeah, Project Visualizer. Helps me keep track of jobs. Check it out if you want. I haven't done much other than basic outline. Shop bit. I've been busy with all this running around. It's good, this Snell. That's what I do. Can I take us a nap, Snell? Mattress. Extra thick. Still goes for extra in every outlet. However, the claim that these contain human silk is ridiculous. I think over a tiny fraction would make the bed half invisible. Thanks, bed. It's just some random apartment. mission. Touch the wondrous pillar. Hello? Drama perks up. Ah, not me, sorry. Hello. Whisper lies inside of you or something. He is here. Who is here? Divinity. Death. Necroprat. What? Ouch. Weird. You understand plainly. There is more to this pillar you need to investigate. It smells musty. The goblin seems to be playing around with the strings of her instrument. She's tuning it. Hey, Carvada jolts when she sees you. Her existence is shocking to her. I'm playing in a second, okay? Okay. Take your time. Calm down, so larger chance that anything in this here tavern can replay. That is the Sphinx. Boxes. A lull falls out of the ambient cheer, just a beat of uncertainty as this cleric steps forward the tavern's singular attraction. This happens all the time. Visitors come to gawk and stare, some brave ones to speak with her. Lady of the house, our most delightful host. Falls a small guardian. Towering, you stare at this somewhat feline creature up on stage. A living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel, clearly not paying you any mind. Our old men term meeting before the closing of the gates, just refer to those who lived 2,027 years ago. The scent of cheap wine lingers in the air, along with an esoteric sensation. Pianos fiends is not to be trifled with. Your physical characters are enough to crush everything that is you. However, she will not have to raise a paw, for magical prowess could exile you from George Roman in an instant. Greetings. Lucia looks down at you, meeting her glowing blue gaze. Makes you feel like you're falling far, far below the world. Her expression turns dark. Dark tidings bring you to the hearth. She speaks, slow and rolling. A helm dog, dragging its leash around the vestiges of Jor. She extends a claw thick as your arm and pokes you in the stomach. That's ridiculous. Dogs don't wear helmets. Let's out a deep breath. It smells like a basement full of booze. 43 men. What? That doesn't make any sense. She is drunk. Could be little. She is implying the helm turns you into a slave. She is wrong, obviously. You want her attention? Must do something remarkable. Give me a sip from a barrel, not looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Watch yourself, cleric. Bowles is not one for idle chit-chats. Wish to prove myself worthy, great Sphinx. Worthy, little one? Worthy how? Would you give out riddles? Certainly. Are you ready? Yes, please, I love riddles. There's last bit out of her barrel and puts it down with a slam. He's in hissing. Once I had the sun's favor, my creed leaned close to the wall. Shrouded in shadows, I've witnessed empires rise and fall. Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. Open chamber. Yet I remain a draught of remembrance, a history's thrall. What am I? Easy. A warlord who cannot learn from his mistake, probably a drunkard. How many guesses do I get? Hopefully none, after a lot of one answer. Your mind settles on a singular possibility for the simple riddle. Feared in shadows, no doubt your mind, obviously, is wine. Obviously. Once in the sun, matured in shadows, been around for a long time, life of the ball, a drought. It's clearly, obviously, it's in wine. The answer is wine. Wine. Intense stare. Time for a fight. She is strong, but you will defeat her handily with the power of a hero. Fool, there is no fighting a cat who sneaks in her lair. She wants you gone, then you will find yourself 1,000 feet below the surface of Lake Uja. Yeah, wine. Some brand new barrel of wine. Pops the cork open. Wine, yes, that is very correct, little one. Zah! Since you're so amazing, would you be interested in a quest? Absolutely, 100%. I do not have the ability to decline. Absolutely, 100%. To use your serious expression. Accepting a divine quest from a sphinx is no trifling matter, mortal. In fact, few would survive such an ordeal. This is a chance to prove yourself to an ancient creature of myth and legend. You'll also look incredibly manly to Indeed. Behind me stands a vault. It opens only to those worthy. It's her massive head downwards close enough to smell her wine breath. To prove worthy, you must solve my most ancient of riddles. So old it was handed to me when I first stepped inside this chamber millennia past. Pretty great at questing. Sure you are. Going on an epic Sphinx quest now? Sure, why not? Not like run a job or anything. All things are connected by the strings. It's important to know. Maybe to you. Not really, it's very important to the job too. Convince me. It could grant me esoteric knowledge, or like the tea shop. Enough? I won't stand in the way. Don't waste too much time on it, okay? There was your companion. A hero must face much adversity during his quest. What exactly is the Sphinx quest? This is a riddle, the answer of which is not uttered in words, revealed by action. Just listen. Found within the arcane flare, twin tongues of flame and scorched air. All language for the target speech to be understandable. Burrow deep within the earth, a primal stream to show your worth. Which means fun words, hulking gods and thronging herds, and divine alone howls his words. This is intensely vague and cryptic. Oh, I get it. You do. Symbolic clash of all three categories of spells. The Gate Era. No, cleric. That is not the answer. The answer is not something you can speak. Grab something from our pile of stuff. Tavern key. Once you understand this riddle, return here. You can only solve it during the daytime, alone. We wouldn't want anyone else actually figuring out this riddle, would we? I I'm not interrupting the job for that. Do it in the morning or something before you pick me up. I never sleep, so you can show up anytime after sunrise and before the tavern opens. You're a very impressive creature, you know that? Mm-hmm. Where are you going with this little one? Yeah, this might be a bad idea. It's true, man. Climbs the tallest mountain he can find. No lesser challenge, no lesser man. Kicks you in the shin. You get mazed. So you get mazed. Goblin referring to the concept of being magically transported into an endless prison. That up to nat 20. Never mind. Alright, then one. He wants to kill you. He's a massive and regularly confident and highly problematic goblin supremacist. Do not debate you on it. He doesn't even see you as worthy of being alive. Alright, that's going to do it for me today. Game is very interesting. Even on the raid. No. Not really. Yeah, stop this. We'll just raid Snuggles. Anyway, that's it for me. We'll be back Thursday. I think we're playing something with Big Bear. Ace. I'm not 100% sure. If not, I'll play this. And how things go. Anyway, appreciate everyone. Hope to see y'all next time. Kind of curious where Esoteric Ebb is going. I feel like I made good progress, but at the same time, I feel like I didn't make very much progress at all. I did hit on the Sphinx. That was interesting. Anyway, later.